friend. Welcome to today's vlog. It is 3:45 p.m. Wednesday, January 28th, 2026. Just got back from the gym, feeling good. Feeling good in general. I texted Tiffany earlier today that the last couple of weeks I've been listening to music while I work and drive, shop, that sort of thing versus podcasts. I still listen to podcasts on the drive into work and the drive home from work, just because those are long drives and mindless. I'm kind of like starting my day and ending my day, so I kind of feel like that's appropriate. 2 tablespoons. You guys ever used this before? PB2. It's like peanut butter powder. Roasted peanuts, sugar and salt. It's got 6 grams of protein, 1 gram of fiber, 2 grams of sugar, 5 grams of carbs, 1.5 grams of fat. It's pretty, like macro-wise, it's great. Like if you look at just protein alone, on the pure protein side, it is incredible, right? And plus it tastes awesome, it's peanut butter. So I'm putting this in my protein shake, which is banana. So now I'm gonna have a peanut butter banana protein shake, and an extra 6 grams of protein, especially since I'm using coconut milk. Tiffany got this for $1. It was on sale, and this has 0 protein. So making up the protein with the peanut butter powder. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was telling Tiffany how I've been listening to music while I shop and I drive, at work, once I'm at work, right? And it's been like really just kind of like keeping the vibes up. Not that my work or anything like that is just like, it's just keeping my mood elevated as shit happens throughout the day that would potentially bum me out or bring my mood down. I put on some music, and today I kind of discovered, I tried for the first time a playlist that Apple Music made for me, which is just my favorites. It's literally every song that I've favorited. And so it's like basically all the greatest hits, all my greatest hits, every song that I absolutely love, right? If I love it enough to favorite it, it's on that list. And it was like banger after banger after banger. There wasn't one song that I skipped because they're all my favorites. So I don't know, something to do with that. The last couple of weeks, just my mood's been higher throughout the day, all the way till the end when I get done with work. And then of course I'm done with work, so the day just continues to roll in a positive, high beat vibe. Funny enough, I grabbed my Twitch shaker to match my Twitch shirt. I don't really need any steps today. I got my 10,000 steps already, but I just love walking around, especially when I want to vlog something, right? Walk and talk. I have such amazing scenery and places to walk around. It just makes for a much more dynamic vlog, in my opinion. We got the SwitchPod out. I also wanted to play with this and walk and talk with it. So that's what we're going to do today. It's a little walk and talk, but primarily because I want to see how the SwitchPod works. And right now I have it literally on a ball mount. I'm going to show you here. Check this out. So there's the camera, and it's on this like statue ball, architecture. It's like perfect because it's got like some like rubber coating on it, so it actually kind of sticks to that thing pretty good. So this SwitchPod does definitely give me a little more breathing room between the camera and myself, and gives me a little more of a grip too because it's not right underneath the camera, right? It's good. I like it. It's good. How playing video games live is like So something that's been on my mind the last, the last couple weeks has been my lack of streaming on Twitch and, more importantly, playing video games. I've been really enjoying making vlogs and vlogging. I talked about this yesterday or 2 days ago. I forget which day it was. They started to blur a little bit, but these vlogs are a two-step process. It's capturing them, documenting, right, the video process, and then it's putting the footage down and editing them. And I'm enjoying both of them. I'm enjoying this part of it, of me taking the camera and setting it up and getting shots and pulling the camera out to say, oh, this just happened, check this out, or oh my gosh, you guys are not gonna believe this, or whatever. And then I'm enjoying the editing part of it, of making the montages, the intros every morning, and putting this footage together to make some kind of cohesive vlog. And I've been really enjoying them. The other side of that is I'm really enjoying watching vlogs. I edit the vlog, and when it's encoding, I grab my cup of coffee, I sit down, and I'm watching a vlog. I'm watching 2 vlogs, depends on how long they are. I'm looking at this video from 2 months ago, and at this point, I was all in on Arc Raiders. And I was, every morning while the vlog was encoding, I was playing 1 or 2 matches of Arc Raiders. And when I got home, I couldn't wait to, boot up stream and play an hour or 2 of Arc Raiders until Tiffany got home. Weekends, even if I wasn't streaming because I didn't have dedicated time, I was squeezing in matches of Arc Raiders, And that's when I kind of stopped watching vlogs, and the vlogs, I wasn't putting as much effort into the vlogs. I recognized this, and I adjusted and pivoted. And 2026, I said that I wanted to go all in on YouTube and double down on the vlogs, and I feel like we've been doing that. We're 28 days into 2026, and I feel like so far I'm on track to do that. So I was watching that video because I wanted to kind of refresh my memory of what I already said about this topic. A, to not necessarily repeat myself, but B, get some ideas on like what I possibly had already said, and I got my thoughts out before. Because I'm starting to get that itch to play Arc Raiders, just video games in general. I've got my my chromatic, which is nice. It's nice for these quick little hits, kind of like how I used to play Magic: The Gathering on my iPad, which I thought about that recently too. I got my iPad out and charged it so I could watch some YouTube videos, and right away I see Magic, and I'm like, oh damn, I haven't touched Magic in over a year. So anyway, just all in all, like I love playing video games. That is my favorite pastime. But because I played video games exclusively on stream, on Twitch for so many years, where video games became synonymous with streaming, I didn't play video games unless I was streaming. And if I was streaming, 99% of the time I was playing video games, right? Obviously there was just chatting streams, there was the backpack streams. We'd open up the stream and the first hour was just chatting while we're drinking our coffee, but ultimately we play video games. Destiny, Call of Duty, PUBG, Tarkov, the list of games go on and on. So right now I'm in a really good place, mentally, physically. The vlogs, numbers are going up, you guys. Like, something happened. We're going to talk about it more. Me and Cade were talking about it on Monday when he came over. And there's been some weird things that are happening, but in a positive way. I got my meeting with my partner manager tomorrow at noon. And I hope that we can dive into some analytics and kind of get some ideas on things. Pitch him some ideas that I have, that Cade came up with the idea. But I had another idea. And again, I've been using AI to kind of help me, like, been asking it questions like, hey, should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? Give it all the information, like, hey, for day in the life vlogs that I post daily, so I'm going to be making some changes because, like I said, things are starting to happen. I've changed some tags. I've changed some descriptions. I'm working on a new banner. Like, I'm doing all kinds of stuff because, again, I'm trying to like focus more on YouTube this year, right? So all this is going great. But again, I'm getting that itch to play video games, and I'm afraid to dabble and play a little video games, and then all of a sudden something clicks, and I start to lean a little more this way and start to like think about the game more because that's who I am and how I am. We're gonna do at least one. I need to at least do one Twitch stream a month. That's just I need to do that, right? I owe it to my Twitch subscribers and my Twitch audience that don't watch these vlogs, because I know there's people that don't watch these vlogs. They don't care about YouTube, but they like to watch my Twitch streams, and I still have a handful of subs over there, so I feel like I need to do it at least once a month. So we're due. We're coming up at the end of the month. We're due for a Twitch stream. I don't know what we're doing this weekend, but if it's nothing, I'll try and squeeze in a Twitch stream this weekend. To be honest with you, I don't really have a whole lot of time to do anything outside of what I'm already doing. I wake up at 3:30 in the morning, check orders. I usually have at least one order to put in when I first wake up, and then it's edit the vlog. Like I said, I've got a little bit of time there while the vlog's encoding to watch some vlogs, play video games, whatever. Go to work, come home from work. 3 days a week I'm going to the gym. That's something important to me. So that leaves the other 2 days to run some errands, get some stuff done, relax, whatever, right? But usually it's getting stuff done, right? Yesterday was, get my tires replaced and fixed and whatnot. And depending on what time I get home, that's the other catch, right? If I don't get home right away, then by the time I get home, get to the gym, I get back from the gym and Tiffany's home. And when Tiffany gets home, it's time to start working on dinner and spend time with Tiffany, which is always in the kitchen. Like pretty much my only time I spend with Tiffany during the week is in the kitchen. We might get, I might get about 30 minutes with her before she falls asleep on the couch, right? And she's okay with that. She's okay with falling asleep on my lap. She's okay with me rubbing her feet and her falling asleep. Like she has zero desire to watch TV or movies or anything like that. So it's 100% on me. And this is the time I get with her as far as like cuddling and quick. We talk and chat at dinner. And then the couch is more of just like a little bit of cuddle time, and then she falls asleep. She's done. She's done at like 8:30. And then I usually get about an hour to myself before I have to go to bed, which is like the worst. It's the worst that I have to force myself to go to bed when I'm not ready to go to bed. But I know I need at least 6 hours of sleep, and ideally I should be getting 7. But I struggle to even get 6. I think I got 5.5 last night. I got 5 the night before that. I think I only got 4.5, I don't know, Saturday night, Friday night, I don't know, no. The point that I'm getting at is I don't have an abundance of free time to do both, right? Because it's easy to say, oh, well, just, keep doing your vlogs, but, you can squeeze in some video game time, and it's like, I just, again, I know me, I know my personality, and I'm not a little dabble kind of guy, right? I'm all in. I'm all in on one thing. Right now, I'm all in on vlogs. I'm all in on YouTube. And that includes recording, editing, analytics, updates on the channel, and watching. Because again, the content that I consume drives my thoughts and my direction and my attention. It drives my attention, really. My attention shifts. Reddit, X, Instagram, Threads. It all shifts to this, whatever this topic is that I'm really into, right? Like literally when I was all in on New World, that's all the content I was consuming. When I was all in on Arc Raiders, that's all the content I was consuming, right? Right now I'm consuming vlogs and YouTube content. Like Threads has been pretty awesome as of late. I mean, X is still number one, but man, I'm spending more and more time on Threads because I'm actually seeing stuff that I want to see. I'm seeing more YouTube stuff. I'm seeing more content creator stuff. I'm seeing more like topics that I actually care about, right? Whereas X is like just so much of everything all the time, and I'm constantly having to like not interested, like that, reply to that, repost that to try and like bump my algorithm to say, hey, I want to see more of this. But it's so much. I'm getting little diluted versions of everything because I'm seeing so much. I'm seeing such a variety. Whereas Threads is so good right now, their algorithm is so good, it's like almost too good. If you engage with a post, say I'm like, I don't know, I engage with a post about the Arizona desert. The next time I open up Threads, I see like 16 Arizona desert posts, right? Not necessarily all in a row, but I mean like heavy, right? Like 1 Arizona post, 2 non, 1, 3 non, 1, you know what I'm saying? So Threads is like really good about like, you're into something, here's a bunch of that right now. And if you keep engaging with it, it keeps giving you more, right? So I've been enjoying Threads a lot, especially since X has been so meh the last couple of weeks. For a while there, I was seeing zero politics on my timeline. And all of a sudden the last 2 weeks has been a flood of politics stuff. And not necessarily politics posts, I'm seeing a ton of replies to people I follow to political posts. That's the part that's getting me. It's not that I'm seeing the post directly. I'm seeing people that I follow reply to these posts, and I'm like, ugh. I just don't want to see it. I really don't. I'm just seeing not interested on everything. I just don't want to see it. So, question for you: how do you choose to manage your time? that you give to things that you enjoy doing, right? Like you have your main hobby, you have, maybe you like to watch sports, and you have TV shows that you like to watch, movies. Maybe you have a standing date with some friends, right, on the weekends, or one night a week, poker, scrapbooking. I don't know. Like, how do you manage that? Is it a kind of a strict schedule where it's like Monday nights are poker nights? So it's a standing thing. Everyone knows Monday nights are my poker nights, and that's the night I'm doing that. Because I've thought about that. I thought about just like saying, hey, one night a week, or maybe one night every other week. I don't know. It's universal. Everyone knows it. Hey, Monday night, I'm not eating dinner with the family. I'm gonna, eat when I get home, eat something early, and then I'm gonna stream. And I'm gonna stream until, I don't know, 8 p.m. So I have time to wind down. And I say that, but then, like I said, at the same time, I'm contradicting myself a minute ago where I said I'm afraid to stream even a little bit, because then it's like, am I gonna get obsessed? I don't know. Maybe I should dabble. I'll do a stream and then kind of see what happens. Do I feel like the sudden urge to be streaming at all times, or it's like I got my fix and I'm good? But no, seriously though, I am curious. Let me know in the comments below how you manage your time with the things you like to do. I'm not talking about managing your time as far as like, let's say you have 5 things you like to do. How do you manage your time with those 5 things? That's my point. Right now, all my time and attention is going into YouTube. I'd like to give a little bit of my time and attention to Twitch and video games. Because right now, because the gym does take my time. If I stopped working out, I could stream. Definitely could stream. But then even then, like I said before, my dad's calling me. I think another reason why I'm bringing up the, hyper focused on one thing at a time, because as I mentioned in that previous video, there's so many other social media apps and sites and that I neglect. I definitely should be posting more shorts on YouTube, which then in turn should be going up as Instagram Reels, Facebook, whatnot. I've been cutting the intros of the vlogs and posting them, and that's been cool. I definitely I'm getting more traction on those platforms. Whether or not that translates to more views to YouTube, I don't know. I'm definitely looking forward to looking at the analytics at the end of the month, just to see if there's an increase in, traffic from Instagram and X and whatnot. But nevertheless, as I mentioned in that video 2 months ago, I tried really hard to focus on achieving monetization on X, and even after I had a couple of viral posts go off, and I was like, oh, this is it, man, this is the time I'm going to do it, I still fell short by like, I don't know, 1.5 million impressions. I'm like, holy crap. I'm convinced that the only way to hit 5 million impressions in 3 months is it's your full-time, full dedication, right? Like, I'd have to give up YouTube and Twitch completely and just do X. Because I'm on X a lot, and I post a couple times a day. I definitely don't post as much as I should. But when you do like research and you use Grok to even help build a strategy, it's like, oh yeah, just do like 3 to 5 posts a day. Do like reply to all your replies and engage with a couple of big and medium sized accounts, and then accounts your size. But don't it like tells you everyone, it's like, don't do like mass replies. The reply guy thing is dead. Don't that's not a strategy. In fact, I think they just changed how I don't think replies actually work now on impressions unless it's on the home feed, unless it's on the timeline. So I don't even know. But anyway, my point is though, like once I realized I wasn't going to hit that 5 million mark, I kind of like let off the gas and was like, well, now I'll just get back to using X the way I was using X, which is now like, I think I get 5,000 impressions a day. So, it's like nothing. Like it just, and same thing with Instagram, right? Like Instagram is still it's still one of the top tier platforms, right? TikTok, I never really used, but TikTok, Instagram are still huge platforms. Like people literally create content just for Instagram, or just TikTok. They don't use YouTube, which is mind blowing to me that people make videos and don't put them on YouTube. There are people who have huge followings on Instagram, and like I will run into people. They'll see me with my camera and ask me, where I put my content. I said it's YouTube. Like, oh, okay. Do you use Instagram? I said, well, I post some things on Instagram, this and that, but it's mostly photos still. And I definitely don't use stories nearly as much as I should either. So again, all in all, it's because all my focus is on YouTube. I have no attention left for anything else. Everything else is an afterthought, or it's here's this thing, go to YouTube, right? And I don't create original content for other platforms. So I know that I'm leaving a lot of opportunity on the table. I just don't have the bandwidth for it. So I'm okay with that. I just feel bad for everybody else. Holy crap, somebody's grilling with charcoal and it smells amazing. Speaking of which, I did not get any charcoal yesterday. Costco's still out. I asked the supervisor, the same guy I asked last time, I said, hey, you got charcoal yet? And he's like, not yet. Hopefully by the end of the month. Hopefully by the start of next month. And I was like, okay. I said, you remember last time you said you were trying to get rid of something? It was fire logs. We're trying to get rid of the fire logs. Once the fire logs are gone, charcoal will come in. I'm like, okay. And then I'm thinking like, it hasn't been cold enough for fires, dude. And like, is that why we're still sitting on them because no one's buying them? So I don't know when they're gonna get charcoal. So I'll probably end up having to get like charcoal from like Walmart or Lowe's or something like that. Costco is just the best deal. It's 2 giant bags. And it burns pretty good. Like the cheap stuff I've been buying at the grocery store has been absolute garbage. So like I said, I'll probably go to like Lowe's or Home Depot and pick up a big bag of Kingsford or something along the lines. I got my mesquite, but you don't want to use all mesquite. A, it's hard to light and keep going, and B, it's too much smoke. Dinner tonight, we're going Asian. We have some sesame ginger chicken crumbles to make some lettuce wraps. There it is, all heated up, ready to go. We have some vegetable gyoza, aka pot stickers, and we have some green beans in the air fryer. I think I need to look into some mood disorders. Sometimes I think I have one. I don't know what, because I've never looked into it before, but it's crazy how I can go from like being up here to down here like that. Like I'm standing on a glass table and someone just goes dink and the whole thing just shatters. Yeah. Gonna be making some changes here. I don't know exactly what day, but I'm gonna be changing the upload schedule of the vlogs. Doing some research, consulting, and getting back some data. I want to try changing the upload schedule. Still daily, just when I post. I'll go in more details when it's officially happening. But going to be changing the upload schedule. And then we're going to be changing some of the content that I do on the community tab. Still doing the live streams once a week, so I'm looking forward to Friday's live stream. That'll be another one for everyone. And then the first one of February will be for members only. Got my meeting tomorrow with my YouTube partner manager at 12 o'clock. I'm repeating itself to myself, so I won't forget, since I forgot last week. And so I'm looking forward to that conversation, going from the email that he sent me to the information that I've been kind of playing around with and doing some research and consulting with some peeps. So thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for listening to my walk and talk, my rants. I haven't edited the footage yet, so I don't know if I made coherent sense at this point. You are seeing what I did edit and what I put together, so hopefully it all made sense to you. But like I said, I'm taking YouTube real serious right now, and honestly, the numbers, I don't know, like I said, something happened in the last couple of weeks. Someone's turning a dial, and it's going in my favor. I don't want to jinx anything, but things are going well, and I'm happy to see it. It's again small, subtle changes, but all green, baby, all green. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you tomorrow. Vlog on.